Look at that. That's good. That's a definitive Greedo for you. Hello there. Only one Kenobi here, only one. This is a figure hack that's been suggested by a follower of the channel, Daniel Chart. Thank you for this, Daniel. If anyone has any other suggestions of stuff that I could do, I think I've sort of touched upon all the ones I've done anyway, but so I've got here spinning a loose Greedo, which is the VOTC one. Do you know, I tell you a lie, it isn't the VOTC. VOTC, if you're not aware, stands for Vintage Original Trilogy Collection, but this wasn't the VOTC. It was very similar. It was the Vintage Saga Collection, because basically in 2006 you had the Saga Collection, and then they released a few figures that were on vintage cards, so they called it the Vintage Saga Collection. It was to coincide with the same year, that line of figures, but there you go. They are the other ones you could get in it. So what Daniel has said to make the Ultimate is, because that's a brilliant Greedo, by the way, articulated, great facial sculpt. I got this loose from somewhere. I never opened it off card. I just, you know, got it in a job lot of some kind. And I didn't realise at the time how good this Greedo was, but it is a great one. Look at the facial sculpt. But look at that. It always bothered me about that furry jacket. So he just got in touch randomly and he said, to make the Ultimate Greedo, right, he said, you've got to use the jacket from the OTC one. There it is. The original Trilogy Collection, of course, as I mentioned before, there was the VOTC. That was the vintage wing of this line of figures. This goes back to 2004 as well. Some good figures in this line. But look at this. I mean, when I got this in the post, I couldn't get over how good the Greedo was. It's a brilliant looking Greedo, but the only snag with this one is it doesn't have the articulation that this one does, you see. So that's where it's no good. Now, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to hack it now. But they've got something they could do to make it the Ultimate, and it does look good, that. So if you combine the two, that's what today's figure hack is going to be. So join me, won't you? First things first, I'm going to open that. So I got this on eBay. Be careful what you pay for this, because there were some ridiculous prices on there, but I did find one that was a decent price, so I shall flash on the screen what I did pay for it. Shouldn't cost you any more than that sort of money, but if I've got it for that, so can you, if you find the right person, seller. First look at Greedo is coming up right now. Let's do it. So this head sculpt is, you know, identical to that VOTC one, although I do like... Again, this was second hand, this one on the left. Ooh. So he looked a little bit worn, like maybe the paint apps. I mean, I don't know who had it, an adult or a kid. Who knows, but it's always been on my mind that that's been second hand. Can't beat something you've just opened up, so... That does look like a great Greedo because of that jacket. I can see what he's saying. Swap them. Make the articulated one the Ultimate one. So what I've got to do is take the jacket off. Let's get the figure out first. Yeah, he's a great character, Greedo. Yes, Greedo. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way to see your boss. Tell Jabba Shaw. Brilliant. I've never taken this jacket off, but be careful because, well, it's delicate, isn't it? It's fabric, it should be alright. Now, the thing about the other one is it's a hard goods, right? So I don't like the idea of forcing it off. Was it going to come off either? Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that bullet hole. You getting there? Wow, never knew that. Never knew you had that. A wound. I guess it's a wound. Blaster fire thing. Oh, it does come off okay. It's bendable. There you go. Alrighty. So this OTC one does have a little bit of articulation. Look, he's got the ball joints there. No, he hasn't. It's just a hinge. Let me just make sure you're focused. There you go. There's nothing in the arms, so yeah, he's going to be relegated to the B team, whereas this should hopefully be the A team Greedo. Even though, as I've said, it is second hand, which is always a bit of a bummer. But, you know, he doesn't go for much anyway on eBay, I've noticed. Still get him for a decent price. We're nearly there, almost there. Yeah. And there you are, man. Got it. Got the yellow side down there. And that is it. Right, he's on. Need a blaster now. I'll use this one since that seems correct. And there you have it. Yeah, man, we have the definitive Greedo now. Awesome. What a great figure hack that is. Thank you, Daniel Chad, for your advice on that. And that was a reasonably inexpensive thing to do. All I had to do was buy that. I already had the other Greedo, and that is awesome. So this one now, I'm just going to put the soft goods on that and put him on the barge, because, you know, him and all those other guys are all fair game for the barge and the palace. I think it just about, let me just show you what I'm trying to do here. I'm just going to get this on, and it fits no problem. That's great. Does it look all right on him? That could be like a younger Greedo, you know, with a like a hippie Greedo when he was going through his hippie years, and then when he's in his 30s, that's in his 20s, and that's when he's in his 30s. And as you know, my barge, I've got that mocked up to be a period, you know, well pre New Hope, Return of the Jedi, that era. So this could be like the sort of post-Clone Wars Greedo. I don't know, man. It's all good though. That's awesome. So there you go. That's how you make it definitive. Oh, one last thought. Because he can bend his legs. I'm so glad he can do this. Because he can bend his knees. He's got the hinge there. This one, I mean. I am going to put him on the barge, but I can have him sat on the stairs like this one used to be. It just looked really cool, just sat on the stairs in there. So let me do that for you now. Show you what he looks like in there. And here we are inside the barge. We've got an interesting entourage this evening. We've got the two archaeologists there. Indiana and his new missus, and then look at this, the old protocol droid. I don't know what's happened to Bib Fortuna. He's hit the deck, but there's Greedo right there, looking pretty cool on the staircase. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Yes, I bet you have. Sorry about the mess.